For 76 years, GVEC has been an essential part of the community, providing members with dependable and reliable electricity. We've worked to keep the electric system robust, our service customer-focused, and the co-op financially stable. We also take pride in being more than just electricity for our members, by meeting their needs with new products and services, and partnering with communities to keep them strong. We are dedicated to exceeding the expectations of GVEC members. It's what drives us to never stand still. As in the past 3 years, the co-op remains on track to meet the goals we set for ourselves as part of our 5-year strategic plan, which began in 2012. In 2014, much of GVEC's growth could still be attributed to the historic impact of the Eagle Ford shale oil and gas activity taking place in our service territory.
The Eagle Ford shale has had a tremendous impact on the service territory of GVEC. In fact, both Gonzales and DeWitt counties are two of the highest producing oil counties in the state of Texas. We have been responding to the demands of the oil and gas industry throughout the Eagle Ford shale by installing lines. In fact, we've installed over 500 miles of three-phase distribution line since 2011, and also have constructed 8 substations to meet the demand of the oil and gas industry in our service territory. So it's been a good partnership between GVEC and the oil and gas companies. We're very pleased to have them in our service territory. We're very pleased with the contributions that they've been making to the economic vitality, and we're very pleased at the relationships that we've been able to form with the industry throughout GVEC. They have high demands on us. They expect a lot of us, and we do everything that we can to get the lines built in a timely manner so that they're able to continue to produce in the ways that they are. But it certainly has been a strain for us. We've had to add a lot of new contractors, and we've been able to build infrastructure out into rural areas that we would never have been able to build before. But because of the partnership that we have with the oil and gas industry, we're now able to extend those lines out to meet their demands, but also now have lines closer to our rural members so that they can take advantage of it as well.
In November of 2014, we opened 2 new facilities in Cuero, one being a new customer service center and the other being the Southern Operations Center. We were real pleased with the great reception we had from the community of Cuero and the surrounding area, showing support for having the new facilities there. It was quite gratifying, the number of folks that showed up to welcome us with our new facilities. The new Southern Operations Center is located on Highway 183, just north of Cuero. It's centrally located to serve our southern and eastern areas of our facilities. It's a new 29,000 square foot facility, and that is where our line crews operate out of, and it's for the construction and maintenance of our system. And in addition, if we have outages and those types of things, those are where the response teams come from, and so they have a base to operate out of. The Customer Service Center is a 10,000 square foot building with a large lobby area, upgraded drive-up facilities, again, a community room, and of course we've included the GVEC Home Services showroom that has appliances and heating and air conditioning, water heaters, even makes solar options available to the folks in that area. And it's the first of that kind within that community, so we're real pleased to be there and provide that service to our southern and eastern areas of our service territory.
Providing a dependable flow of electricity isn't just about expansion. It also includes ongoing maintenance. It's about being proactive in making line upgrades, undertaking rehabilitation projects, and implementing best practices in preventive maintenance.
One of the things that we can never forget, and one of the things that we concentrate on continuously, is the reliability of the system. And we have a number of preventive maintenance programs that are in place that will help us to ensure that the reliability of the electric system remains very strong. A good example of one of the projects that GVEC has undertaken in regards to renovation or maintenance on the system is the North Cliff subdivision. This is a large subdivision that was installed back in the 70s, and just like anything else, infrastructure wears out. The decision was made 4 years ago to go back in and renovate the entire subdivision. And we're pleased to say that the reliability for that subdivision is much better than it ever has been. We've implemented a transformer inspection program just recently, and what that involves is we go out and inspect the pad mount transformers within our underground subdivision. And so we've gone through just this last year and inspected 500 of those transformers, repainted them, re-leveled them to be sure and that they are in optimal working condition. Or another technology that we've just implemented this year that will help with the maintenance on the system is the loss analysis reporting system, or what we call LARS. And this system allows us to hone in on the losses that we are experiencing along the circuits themselves. As electricity travels across the line, it's just naturally portions of it are lost, small amounts of it are lost. But if we can minimize that loss, that reduces our costs, which of course reduces the cost to our members. And so with this new LARS system that we've implemented, it allows us to further analyze data down to the circuit level and determine which ones of our circuits on the electric system are experiencing higher losses, because there are some things that we can do to reduce losses. So GVEC, we keep benchmarks in place from 1 year to the next to measure our performance. And I'm pleased to say that in 2014, the electric system performed very well from a reliability perspective. If you were out of power, in most cases, at least on average, you were out of power for less than 1 hour. And for the most part, the average GVEC member experienced just over one outage during 2014. And that's the result of the preventive maintenance programs that we have in place and the good, hardworking GVEC employees who are out there making sure the power is restored when it does go out.
Another aspect the co-op continues to make great strides in is our preparation for our exit away from the Lower Colorado River Authority as our primary wholesale provider effective as of June 2016.
The Lower Colorado River Authority, or LCRA, has been GVEC's power supplier really since the very beginning. Back in the early 1940s, they've been GVEC's all requirements power supplier. We entered into negotiations with LCRA back in 2005 for the potential of extending our contract. And in fact, we just couldn't get to a point where we felt like it would be mutually beneficial for us to continue on, and that we needed to move on and begin to structure our own power supply needs starting in 2016. Another component of our power supply portfolio that we're very excited about and very proud to be able to bring to the GVEC membership is, for the first time, GVEC will own a portion of its own generation. We have entered into a contract or a relationship with Calpine Corporation, one of the world's largest generators of electric power. It involves the construction of a 440 megawatt natural gas-fired peaking unit that will be constructed in Marion, Texas, so within GVEC service territory. So it'll be there. It is a peaking unit, so it will run only when power demand is at its highest, or it'll run when prices of power are very high, so it helps to protect GVEC from high market prices.
In addition to electric service, our goal to exceed members' expectations extends to customer service too. We believe it should be easy for members to make the connection between their home's energy usage and their electric bills.
In 2014, early 2014, we did a conversion to our consumer billing system and our accounting billing system. And with that, SmartHub is our new customer portal. And throughout 2014, we've kind of spent evaluating all the options and features and benefits of SmartHub. We're able to take SmartHub and analyze a consumer's hourly usage against the temperatures. Being able to see the temperatures in relation to their usage is very important because it shows them in the wintertime when the temperatures drop, they can see their usage spike, during those hourly intervals and over those days. And likewise, in the summertime, when the temperatures are really high, they'll see that consumption go up. And then when the temperatures are milder, they'll see it kind of level out. So it's just very important for them to understand exactly how their usage is affected by hot and cold temperatures. So we're very, very proud of our Fiber to the Home pilot project in Lavernia. That project was started in late 2013 in October. In 2014, mid-summer 2014, we completed that pilot project. And our goal was to have a 40% take rate in that area. We're currently at a 45% take rate, and it continues to grow monthly. Just in April, we added 19 additional Fiber to the Home customers. It is a 90-mile fiber project that feeds out of our Wilson substation. It has been very, very popular, and we continue to see customers migrate over to that superior product. Consumers' usage continues to do nothing but go up, and the products that they're utilizing in their home, as far as how many devices they're using and internet TV, and we believe that that's going to do nothing but continue. And so we think that is the product of the future, to bring that to consumers.
Our members take pride in their communities, and so do we. It's an important part of our corporate values to improve the communities we serve by supporting a variety of our members' activities and goals.
It's all about caring for our neighbors, caring for those organizations that mean so much to us all. We want you to see that GVEC red when we're out there. In 2014, we worked to recognize two very special groups to our communities: emergency first responders, and the other was our teachers and administrators in our communities. These people are so important to the safety and development of our communities, and we really felt like they deserved some honor and their time in the spotlight for the efforts that they give to our communities. The Youth Leadership Tour started in the late 1950s, and it's grown over the years to include over 1,500 students that assemble in Washington, D.C. This year, 2 of our students received distinct honors from the program while in Washington, D.C. Cameron Bargfreddy from Seguin High School was honored to be one of the 4 students selected to participate in the wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Cameron Ahrens of John Paul II High School was nominated to be a Texas representative on the prestigious Youth Leadership Council. These were great accomplishments for these students and quite an honor to receive these privileges from the Youth Tour, and GVEC is so proud that we were able to afford them the opportunity to have these experiences.
Our Power Up program was started numbers of years back. In 2014, we awarded over $294,000 in grants to several different projects, about 17 of them. But one of them was a swift water rescue boat for the Marion Volunteer Fire Department. We also helped Texas Lutheran University in Seguin to help with their nursing program in developing a clinical lab on campus. Also, we gave a grant to the Smiley Volunteer Fire Department to purchase a new fire truck. Our Power program has done a lot for a lot of different organizations scattered across our service territory, and have been very beneficial to those organizations that have applied. Another way that GVEC can be involved in the community is through economic development. In 2014, GVEC purchased 160 acres just on the edge of the Cibolo city limits. We're really excited that when the park is developed, we'll have infrastructure in place with water, wastewater, electricity, internet service. We'll have everything there that you need to be able to develop your business or your industrial company.
There's one last but vital element to running a successful cooperative: financial strength. Guided by a forward-thinking board of directors, GVEC is focused on maintaining a solid financial platform for the future.
The cooperative had a very good financial year in 2014. It's important that we have good finances and a strong stability for the cooperative, because we need that stability to procure energy, to maintain a state-of-the-art electric distribution system, and for our growth of our membership. In 2014, the Board of Directors was able to approve a $3 million capital credit return to the membership. We did that in July 2014, and it's always good for management, staff, and the board to be able to return a little money back to the membership. So we were able to do that in 2014. GVEC uses two rating agencies. We use Standard & Poor's. GVEC has an A+ long-term rating with Standard & Poor's. We also use another well-known rating agency, the Fitch agency, and GVEC is a AA- for long-term rating. We also use Fitch for our short-term rating, and we're a F1+ short-term rating. It shows our membership that GVEC is financially strong by using these rating agencies. GVEC is an unusual type of distribution cooperative because we also own some transmission lines. What that means is that it gives us availability to additional capacity. It also allows us to recoup some of our investment through the Public Utility Commission. As we make our filings of cost, we're able to get that cost recovered plus make a little margin. In 2014, we recovered $860,000, which would be part of our investment plus a margin on that investment. GVEC in 2014 had a great financial year. Just to recite a few numbers, our sales were $219 million in sales. We were able to control expense against those sales. We had a margin of about a little over $16 million of margin, and our equity to asset ratio was about 49%.
The accomplishments of 2014 were many, as GVEC continued to follow its vision to be more than just your electric utility. It's this dedication to serve you, our member owners, that drives us to never stand still.